ManeWatchOut. Another Young Thug jail call just dropped, and this one might be the messiest yet. Thug is calling out Pierre P. Thomas from Quality Control, accusing him of snaking Lil Baby out of a massive deal while Scooter Braun scooped up the whole label for hundreds of millions. Baby unfollowed P, P clapped back, and the internet turned into a courtroom. Welcome to Fake Famous, this ManeWatchOut mini-series where we unpack every single leak until the phone bill cries. Before we dive in, hit subscribe right now. These calls are dropping like episodes, and you don't want to be the friend hearing everything secondhand at the gym. Hold up. Yeah, you see it. Fake Famous done came up. We get in the bag now, baby. We got sponsors. You watching history in the making. Big salute to SmartCredit, because they the ones cutting the check and keeping us lit. But more important, they the ones keeping your credit from looking goofy. Y'all know how the game go. Money moves don't even start without credit, and too many of y'all watching these beef videos with 520 scores wondering why life hitting back harder than your ops. So here's the play. SmartCredit lets you see all three of your credit reports in one shot. Not just Experian, not just Equifax, not just TransUnion. All three lined up like a versus battle. It shows you where you're winning, where you're losing, and what needs fixing. And anytime something changes, boom, alert straight to you. No surprises. Think about it like this. Rappers beefing for clout, but the real war is financial. You can't win if you can't even get approved for a phone plan. With SmartCredit, you finally know the score, literally. And once you know it, you can play the game right. And listen, I ain't just talking theory. We built this whole Fake Famous empire off moves just like that. Getting the credit straight, turning it into leverage, and stacking. This is the real blueprint, so stop playing. Hit that link in the description, sign up for SmartCredit today. Every time you do, you not only level up your own bag, you keep Fake Famous alive so we can keep breaking down this rap drama for y'all. That's what you call a win-win. Alright, sponsor talk over. Alright, here's what the call alleges. According to the audio and the commentary swirling around it, Scooter Braun wanted Lil Baby for around $150 million. Baby supposedly said, cool, but let me talk to P first. Next thing you know, Scooter pivots and buys the entire QC empire for a reported $300 to $375 million range. The way Thug frames it, P caught the bag while Baby didn't see a meaningful slice. That's the claim. Whether you believe it or not, the detail is wild enough to have the timeline arguing like it's fantasy football draft day. Real quick, hit that subscribe button, comment #ManeWatchOut if you think Thug is exposing the industry, or if you think this is just elite level pot stirring. I'm trying to see where the room stands. Let's slow it down and walk the timeline, because this is where the chess comes in. First, the alleged 150 number to sign Baby directly. Baby wants a face-to-face with P. That's not unusual. Loyalty and business gotta shake hands. Then, sudden left turn. Instead of inking Baby, Scooter goes boardroom mode and acquires the label. If you're Lil Baby and you don't own equity in the parent company, the sale money isn't automatically your money. Artists get advances, royalties, tour bags, brand deals, owners get acquisition checks. That's music business 101, so Thug's point lands because it's plausible. Unless Baby had equity, he wasn't entitled to that sale bag. Doesn't mean he was snaked legally. But perception-wise, it looks like your big homie just sold the house and didn't hand you the keys. Subscribe and smash that like button so more people see this breakdown. The algorithm needs this $300 million case file on its desk. Now the fallout. Right after the call surfaced, the fans noticed P and Lil Baby unfollowed each other. That's the 2025 press release. You can post a paragraph on IG notes, nobody cares. Hit unfollow, and the internet starts a federal investigation. People ran with it immediately. QC is imploding. Baby is out. P is done. Then P responds. He calls cap on Thug's version and reposts a viral 6ix9ine clip saying, "We not talking about me, we talking about King Spider. He went from a snake to a spider to a rat." That is a Hall of Fame petty response. It's like using the Joker to deliver your alibi. Half the comments were crying, laughing. The other half were like, interesting choice of spokesperson, my boy. Share this video with one friend who listens to Lil Baby religiously. If they're going to stream the new album, they deserve the backstory so they can hear every bar with context. Let's talk mechanics, because everybody loves a good conspiracy, but the contract still reads the same in daylight. When a label sells, the owners and equity holders collect on the sale. Artists under contract don't automatically get a payout from that acquisition unless they negotiated equity or a sale clause. What artists do get is leverage. Bigger parent company, bigger budgets, more global distribution, more press. So even if Baby didn't get a direct slice of a 300+ million sale, he can still benefit from the infrastructure upgrade. It's like your landlord sold the building. You don't get a check, but the lobby suddenly got marble floors. and a doorman that actually does the doorman. Thug's allegation is about loyalty optics, not necessarily law. And optics move culture faster than contracts. Here's the part that makes this whole thing feel orchestrated, not accidental. Lil Baby's album is set to drop on September 5th. These calls start dropping right before the rollout. Then a snippet surfaces with Thug on the project addressing Gunna and Yak Gotti, saying he understands why Gunna did what he did, but he still can't mess with him, and calling him his brother in the same breath. That's not just drama, that's premium pre-release gasoline. Whether or not P is leaking anything, the timing works like a marketing department with a black belt. Every leak pushes curiosity toward the album. Fans are going to track one objective. Where's the Thug bar? Where's the subliminal? What did Baby say back? If you're still watching, subscribe and turn on notifications. Episode 3 is about Thug tweeting that clowning him online messes up the rap game, and 6, 9 instantly turning into the class clown with receipts. Let's address the "is this real or rollout" question head on. On the real side, friendships get weird when commas get long. People change, priorities change, companies sell. On the rollout side, conflict sells records more efficiently than billboards. If you wanted the world to analyze a Lil Baby album under a microscope, you would do exactly what just happened. Point a camera at the business and let the fans go CSI. It doesn't even matter which side is true once the perception hits. Perception is the headliner. Facts are the openers. Subscribe and drop a comment with your verdict. Real fracture, smart rollout, or both can be true at once. Now let's have a little fun, because if we can't laugh at the music business, we're gonna cry into our metadata. P reposting a 6ix9ine clip to dunk on Thug is like calling the fire department and the first responder shows up with a flamethrower. It's memorable, it's chaotic, and it guarantees every blog picks up your response. Meanwhile, the Unfollow was the soft launch of a hard conversation. It says, "I'm not going to paragraph you to death. I'm going to remove the mutuals and let the timeline narrate." And Thug on the call sounds like the friend who knows where all the bodies are buried, and suddenly decided it's midnight and the group chat needs content. Subscribe and hit like if you've ever seen two people unfollow each other and immediately open popcorn. Here's what to watch for next, so you're ahead of the discourse. 1. Any official clarification from Baby beyond unfollows, a post, a bar that sounds like a post, anything that addresses the sale optics. 2. Whether P doubles down with receipts, not memes. If he comes with paperwork or a detailed timeline, the tone shifts from jokes to minutes and seconds. 3. Streaming behavior on September 5th. If the Thug feature is on the album, it will be the first stop for 90% of listeners. 4. Follow backs. If they refollow quietly 2 weeks from now, we'll know somebody said, "Let's get back to the money." 5. More leaks. Whack 100 claims there's hours of audio floating. If those surface, this series is going to feel like a 30 for 30 with ad-libs. Quick check-in for the day ones. Comment, "Watching the money trail" if you made it this far. I appreciate you. Let's close with why this episode matters beyond the headlines. The Thug call isn't just messy, it's educational. It forces fans to separate ownership from stardom. Your favorite artist can be the biggest name on the roster and still not touch the equity when the company sells. It also shines a light on loyalty in the era of acquisitions. Did P do what any CEO would do, or did he owe Baby a different kind of conversation before the ink dried? Depending on how you answer that, you either see this as business as usual, or the reason group chats get quiet after checks clear. Subscribe if you haven't already, because episode 3 is Thug's tweet about the rap game getting ruined by public bashing, and 6ix9ine instant reply with the throwback lipstick photo. It's hilarious, it's petty, and it says a lot about who owns the microphone in 2025. This is fake famous number ManeWatchOut, episode 2. If you think Thug is telling uncomfortable truths, say facts in the comments. If you think this is rollout theater, say marketing. Either way, this is going to be a very interesting listen party. Fake famous, we out.